Bienvenidos a Ticket to Life. Welcome to Ticket to Life. I'm your host, Henrie, and I hope that you are doing fantastic. This May, I hope everyone enjoyed Mother's Day with their mother, if not their biological mother. I hope that you made some special time with the woman or the man who helped raise you. So, anyway, I hope that everyone is doing well, healthy, and wealthy and wise. I'm not sure about wealthy with the economy right now. Anyway, I'm wanting to let everyone know that I have not given you a Texas weather report lately. Actually, we've had really good weather. We're already in the upper 80s on some days. We've even hit the 90s, and we're only in mid-May. Woohoo! Hot summer. But it's funny because our weather is so silly here, but that's just Texas weather that we've had. It seems like we get these storms. They're always on Thursdays. I don't know why Thursdays. I don't know. That's usually our Bible study day. So Thursday is the day to have the rain come in. So today I am going to be talking to you about swingers. Not sure if everyone knows what swingers are. I don't know if you know any swingers. You may know swingers, but you don't know that they're swingers. So a swinger is a person who is usually already in a relationship. Like I'm going to use my husband and myself as an example, but we are not swingers. I repeat, we are not swingers. But two people who are in a relationship, male, female, 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 male, male, it doesn't matter, but in a relationship. And in this relationship, they are usually usually married. Now I say usually, I don't know what the stats are. That's what I know of. But it's usually a person who has already taken the commitment of being with that one person forever, but yet they have relationships with someone else. But in the relationship, this is okay. Like, oh, honey, I'm going out later. Okay, well, let me tell you a story. Yes, I love sharing my stories with you, and the names have been changed to protect the innocent. And this is a friend of a friend of a friend whose friend's cousin was a swinger. And this friend's name was Willa. Willa's a good name. I don't think I know anyone by that name. But anyway, if I do, well, maybe I do. Maybe we need to change that name. No, I'm just teasing. Willa as in a relationship for 5 years with a man, and they are married. They actually have children together. So Willa and we'll call him Bill, because Bill's a nice common name. I always say when I'm talking about someone I can't remember their name, it's always Bill. But anyway, so Willa and Bill, guess I could call them Willa and Billa. No, just teasing. Sorry, being silly now. Anyway, Willa and Bill are in a relationship, committed to each other for 5 years. They have 3 kids, 2 girls, 1 son, and they are swingers. And you're like, what? How? How do they maneuver? How do they do this? How do they both have jobs. They both are involved in the community. But a lot of people don't know that they're swingers except for their little circle of swingers. So one time I am at a party and I see Willa and Bill, the friend of the friend of the friend whose friend's cousin is Willa. And she tells me, oh, that's my friend Willa and or cousin. Okay. So I meet Willa, and Willa is just very nice. And this is my husband, Bill. And we get to talking, everyday Joes. Everybody's fine. Just, I don't know. I don't think there's a normal person anymore. I don't think there's such thing as normal. But anyway, if a regular couple, very nice. They start talking about their kids, what the girls are doing, about their son. And I did notice that Willa was dressed up a little bit more than Bill was. But that didn't mean anything. Sometimes women do tend to dress a little bit nicer than the man. His casual jeans, and just a polo shirt. And she was dressed very nice dress, kind of, like she was going out. So then all of a sudden she disappears. And I had heard about her and him being swingers, but you can't believe everything you hear. Well, anyway, she did decide, she had a date. And when she was leaving, she said, well, I got to go now. I was like, oh, okay, well, nice meeting you, blah, 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 blah. And then she goes, yeah, I've got a date. Well, date with friends, date with your girlfriends. And I said, oh, okay, well, have fun. She goes, I will. Then she tells her husband, honey, I won't be home tonight. Awkward for people like myself who aren't around people like that. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's their business. You do whatever you want to do. But I was kind of like, oh, I guess she is a swinger. And he said, okay, they're just like, I'll pay the sitter. Don't worry, blah, blah, blah. She goes her merry way. He stays and enjoys himself with everyone. And then he leaves to go home. I guess he was going home. I have no idea. But anyway, that's how common, I guess, and comfortable people feel with doing this. I myself would think that that's really called infidelity. I mean, right? But that's just, again, this is my opinion. So I guess this is common because apparently there's several groups and that. I mean, I didn't do too much research. I mean, I don't know how you find these groups. You get online, you just go to a chat room because there are still chat rooms. There's probably something on Facebook or Instagram, or I'm sure there are. Yeah, but be careful what you put into when doing searches. Excuse me. My daughter and I used to make wine glasses, and we would sell them at these craft shows and stuff. Well, we wouldn't make the wine glasses, we would design them. But anyway, it was women who wine. But we don't do that anymore because COVID put a halt to that. But anyway, so I remember we had a Facebook page, Women Who Wine, and then I remember putting, I'd put pictures of the glasses, I'd put pictures of wine, a bottle of wine next to one of our glasses. I would set it up. I think the Instagram page is still available, but we no longer make the glasses. But anyway, because it's Women Who Wine. And so one time, one of my favorite wines, and don't think I'm kinky or anything, is Menage a Trois. And that's a delicious wine. The Pinot Grigio, the Merlots, everything that's just a really good wine. So you have to just, again, be careful what you put in there because, of course, I put a hashtag Menage a Trois, and I got all sorts of crappy, funny, just stuff. And I thought, whoa. So I had to backtrack, delete that picture because all of a sudden people were coming out of thinking, yeah, we were Menage a Trois people, but we are not, or I'm not. So anyway, be careful when you go into these searches for swingers. If you choose to curiosity, I guess I could have done that, but no, I'm good. I don't need to know. But anyway, back to this couple. So Willa and Bill had been married for 5 years. Well, all of a sudden, you lose track of people. And I wasn't really close to them. I had just met them at this party and heard. But then I found out they got a divorce. Yeah. And they are both married to new people, and they are no longer swingers. At least that's what I heard through the grapevine. But my thing is, so is this like a habit you do? And then you're like, okay, I'm done. Let me get somebody new who has not done. I don't know. I think it's just weird. I don't know. Okay. That's not saying these people are weird. This is what they choose to do. I just think the idea for me is weird. Just strange. But anyway, so the thing is about swingers is apparently it's just like an open marriage and you can go and but I guess I'm old school, I'm old fashioned that I believe when you say I do, you commit to that. Of course, I'm divorced, from my first marriage, uh, but uh, but it was different because I don't think either one of us. Well, I know I didn't, but I don't know, but it was just different. I mean, to hear that people do this kind of thing, I guess it's just odd. But I would just think, aren't you just having an affair, but your husband knows about it or your wife? I'm not sure. So anyway, I just wanted to share that about swingers. If you don't know what that is, you might want to Google it and find out some more information if you're interested in doing something like that. I'm sure that if you get on any of those dating sites, you could probably find something like that too. I don't know. Like again, I guess I'm just old school. I mean, I'm happy with who I'm with, and I think he's happy with me. He hasn't left me for that Vegas showgirl yet. So anyway, that was what I really wanted to talk about because I don't know. I had seen something and I thought, I wonder if people really know what a swinger is and do people still do that? You know, uh, I guess, and the thing is, if you know of someone who has been, let's say, in a marriage for a long time, but yet he or she has been having an affair for a long time, does that make them a swinger or does that no? That because I guess it's just different people you're always with because I would think that makes it an affair, right? Anyway, if anyone knows the answer to that, please contact me at ticket to life 022 at gmail.com because I don't know. I guess it was just a fun little thing that I thought I would share. But anyway, I hope everybody had a good weekend last weekend. And the other thing is if you ever feel as though you are in that situation of a person coming on to you and you're tempted to, even if it's a one night thing, think again because it's very important for us to have a good mind when it goes into a relationship. In my opinion, these are all my opinions. I know I keep repeating myself, but it is so important that when you go into a relationship, it is a commitment. It's not just to say, oh, I love him, I love her, I plan to be with them for the rest of my life. So that's what you need to remember the rest of your life to be honest and loving towards that one person because it can be hard for some, especially if you're let's say mid 30s and never been married, but you've had multiple relationships. It is hard to commit, but just make sure before you say I do that you really are committed to this person. Like if someone offered you $2 million and said, I want to have an affair with you. There's a movie. Oh, what was the name of that movie? With Robert Redford and Demi Moore. And it's, she is married to, oh, what is his name? Woody. No, no, that's, okay, that's not it. Woody Harrelson. That's it. I don't think that's his name from Cheers. Yeah, that is his real name. But I think Woody was his name. And Cheers too, I think. I don't know. But anyway, and it's with Demi Moore and Robert Redford. And it was called Indecent Proposal. And she is married to Woody. Well, I'm just going to blow the whole movie for you unless you watch it. Let me see. This movie was in 1993. So some of you probably weren't even born yet. But anyway, so she's there. They are married, and what I remember, it was a pretty good movie. They are financially in need of money, and he's Robert Redford sees her, and he like, oh, he just in love with her, and just looks at her and just, oh my gosh, she is just the best looking thing. So apparently he has buku money, and he offers her, I don't know, $1 million, $50. No, it wasn't $50. It was like a lot of money to sleep with her. And so she tells her husband what he has offered to do. And and she wants to do it because not that she doesn't love her husband, because she was trying to get them out of debt. I don't know, but it was a good movie. I mean, it was, I don't know. Anyway, if you have nothing better to do with your life and want to see a movie with Robert Redford and Woody Harrelson and Demi Moore, Indecent Proposal, but it's a pretty good movie. But back to that, you really need to be committed in a relationship. I guess swingers get in, they must, I don't know. Again, this is just me guessing and wondering. I guess swingers just get into the relationship knowing ahead of time, because I don't know if you would get married and then all of a sudden say, hey, let's become swingers. That's like, why not just join a club at the church and help people? I don't know. Anyway, so this is Henry with a quick little podcast about swingers. And if you know of any swingers, I hope they're happy, and I hope they never ask you to join them and tempt you. But anyway, until next week, this is Henry. I hope you got a giggle and a laugh out of this. And if not, well, guess what? Maybe next week I'll have something of interest for you. Talk to you later, and take care. And don't forget, count your blessings. And if you are married, and if you have been married or in a relationship with someone that you dearly love and care for, there's your blessing right there.